Let's move on to the news of the COVID-19 situation in Thailand, which is also as important as the issue in Myanmar. So you have the latest updates, right?
Yes, today Thailand record over 800 new COVID-19 cases, to be specific, 836 new cases, with 4 imported cases from United States, Belgium, United Kingdom, and Malaysia. There are 7,027 people receiving treatment, and 11 of whom are in a critical condition. CCSA today explained that Thailand is entering phase 2 of the relaxation of COVID-19 restrictions. So this week, proactive screening will continue as intensely as it has been over the past fortnight. The number of daily new cases will hopefully start to decrease. If the trend goes as expected, the country will see more relaxation of restrictions next week. And in Samut Sakhon, the rising number of new cases over the past few days is the result of proactive screening in the bright red areas of the province, namely Tha Sai and Klong Madua sub-districts, where there are many factories, each employing over 10,000 people. The most important measure is to create a bubble around the bright red zone, which the official call it egg yolk. The infected will be confined to the area that they call egg yolk, in which there are communities, markets, sport fields, and private residences. Restrictions on movements remain very strict around this area. As for Bangkok, there has been proactive screening in several districts, and as of today, over 10,000 people have been checked, with 45 people found to be infected. So if you look at it as a ratio, it's less than 1%. The CCSA Deputy spokesperson Dr. Apisamai Srirangsan said that the figures indicate that the outbreak is under control in the capital itself. Now, today she was saying that she wanted to focus on what happened in Mahasarakam and what happened in Ratchaburi in the relation to Mahasarakam. The thing is, in Ratchaburi province, recorded 2 new cases, both related to a Mahasarakam cluster, which has led to 16 infections to date. The first case in Mahasarakam believed to be a person that have been infected in Bangkok. He or she, I'm not sure he or she because she didn't say it, but this person traveled back from Bangkok to his home or her hometown in Mahasarakam, but on the way stopped by at Nakhon Ratchasima to see the sister. And because of that stop, 8 more people got infected. And this person, as soon as come back to Mahasarakam, was very active and attended social gatherings after arriving back so many times. So in overall, this person placing over 100 people at risk of infection. So right now, if we look at the whole picture of these clusters stem from Mahasarakam, it's over 20 people, over 2 dozens of people that got infected already. But if we look at the good news, good side of things, there are still 14 provinces with no record COVID-19 cases, while 42 provinces have not recorded any new cases in the past 7 days. So that is a good news. The spokesperson said that CCSA understands that the eateries are experiencing hardship under the current disease control measures. So she called for their owners to propose measures they can enforce to make sure that their customers adhere to the COVID-19 guidelines. Dr. Pisamai asked the public to follow information on restrictions in each area very closely. She asked the market owners to enforce hygiene measures very strictly for vendors and for customers. She said that right now there are different color code for different zone, and each zone has its own different kind of restriction or movement limitation. So she wants everyone to make sure that they get themselves informed on all this information. So while Thailand cannot expect no new cases to appear, she said that Thailand needs to find those who are infected as early as possible and identify their movements immediately. So in next couple of days, the numbers still probably not going to go down, but look like it's stabilizing. And official feels pretty positive about it. They feel that it is under control, but we will still see a big number because they have been doing a lot of proactive screening intensely in Samut Sakhar and many parts in Bangkok that close to Samut Sakhar.